Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We are joined by Runt.
Hello, I am Runt. Sorry, I'm scared with people. I am 7 foot tall, wear a cloak that hides my feature. I am a bugbear monk, and I like to hug people.
Moxie.
Oh, hi there. I'm Moxie. I'm about a 7.5 foot tall furball paladin of Tyria. No, I'm real happy to be here with y'all, and may Tyr bless and keep ya.
Death Dealer Rose.
Hi, I'm Rose, but if you say anything about the fact that I have bright red hair and super bright eyes, I'm going to kill you. So I just want to let you know that even though I don't look like the rest of my family, I'm still a cute little halfling, but also a death dealer. That's me.
And Mary.
Hi, I'm Amiri. I'm a 124-year-old female wood elf. I'm about 5'2"-ish, about 125 pounds. I am also a wizard, so...
You are all in the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild Hall. The guild is a large building with a bar, a sitting area with wooden tables and chairs, and a wall with a corkboard and job flyers posted.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
well, hello there, fellow tall person.
Hi. Would you like a quick drink?
Sure, yeah, I'll go for a little nip of something.
All right, I'll take a
Excuse...
high-quality H2O over here, please.
Newsy the bartender slides a glass of water down the bar to you.
Oh, well, I'll have the same. Make it a double for me there, if you don't mind.
She slides 3 glasses of water down the bar.
Lucy, could I have the rum, please? Thank you.
Newsy slides the whole bottle of rum, looking at your stature. That might get you a little tipsy.
I
One of
pat
the
her on
glasses
the
of
head.
water just disappeared and now is in my hand. Hi. Thanks for getting me one, too.
Oh, hey there. Didn't see you. Sorry about that. No problem. So, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty, strapped for the golds right now. I just joined the guild. My uncle works here. I think we should check, or I'm going to check this, job poster over here.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know what you all are doing, but...
I'll go too.
Let me know if there's anything interesting.
Well, sure thing.
Runt pulls out a rock from his pocket.
Really? You think I should? The big one's scary, though. Okay.
Pats the rock, puts it back in his pocket.
I was advised to join you by a friend of mine.
Well, all right then. There, sounds. Yeah, sure. Yeah, seems fine. All right. Yeah.
He is a good judge of character. I am Runt.
And I try to pat you on the head.
Well, very nice to meet you. And I'll grab your hand off of my head and shake it.
That's. Sorry. New to people. I apologize.
And I shake it vigorously. I'm super excited.
Thank you.
Oh, you're a good handshaker there. You took to that like a duck on water. Okay, well, so let's check out this here job poster.
Perception check. How good of a description you get is dependent upon how perceptive you are, because I like to change things every now and then.
An unnatural 20.
Oh my gosh, you know his address, you know his name, you know the reward amount, you know it all. You know that Kamar Kovar wants to hire you as bodyguards to take you to Mount Mishui, and it has his home address right there and how to get there.
Well, all right, it looks like Tyr has tipped the balance in our favor today. So, who's up for some bodyguarding?
I like protecting people and money for beer and rum, so this works perfectly for Runt.
Sure.
Hey, Runt, if I can ride on your shoulder, I'm totally game for this thing.
Oh, you look like a fireball with lips. You can ride on my shoulder. You're not afraid?
Sounds great. She'll clamber up his shoulder and settle right down.
High five.
My entire hand hits his first finger.
Well, that's just adorable.
Oh, you're a fun one, little one. Oh.
All right, so this was for Kamar Kovar.
Kamar Kovar.
And where was he?
You step off of the train at his house. So you step off the train and you walk down the street and you walk up, and it's a very, very long driveway with a cornfield on the right and a bean field on the left. And the driveway is dirt all the way back to way off in the distance, a white 2-story house.
Well, all right. Well, it's a bit ostentatious, but I think we're at the right place.
Seems pretty big.
So,
I don't know why they need all this room.
It's all field occupied by things like there's a penned-in group of horses, there's corn, there's soybeans.
Bet there's a lot of valuable stuff here. I'll just stay on Runt's shoulder, shall I?
It's fine. You can see past higher than me now. 2 eyes, 4 eyes, looking. Yes! Friend. I don't talk to people very often.
It's okay, I don't like to talk to people either.
I think I'm the shortest one here now.
well, shall we proceed down this long driveway thing here?
Yeah, we probably should.
Do we see any people around?
You don't see any people, but you do see a house at the end of the driveway.
Well, then, we shall sally forth towards this house.
Rose is going to be checking for hiding spots and any known places where danger could lurk.
Perception check.
26.
Yeah, the corn is terrifying when you think about it from that perspective. Like, you can't see further in than 3 feet, so who knows what's back there?
I'm going to be edging to the side of Runt that is not near the corn.
Okay.
I'm going to take my staff and put it on the side that is towards the corn and kind of like be prepared.
As your feet walk along the dirt road up towards the house, you can see that it's an older house. It's been here for a while, and before you can get anywhere close to it, dogs start barking. You're not even at the house yet, and the door opens, and a person sticks their head out, and then sticks it right back in and closes the door, and then you keep walking closer and closer, and by the time you're walking up the steps to the front porch, a young, about 21-year-old equivalent human age person steps out of the house and goes, "Hello!"
Oh, hello there. Tears blessings to you this fine day. We are here from the Fire Breathing Kittens
He's
Guild.
bouncing up and down. He's so excited. He thought that's who it was. He goes right back inside. He forgets.
Oh, okay.
He's gone. He dashed
Somebody's
back inside
energetic.
the house.
Did we complete our task already?
And then he appears outside again with a backpack on. It's huge. It's way bigger than any of your backpacks. It's got a bedroll on the top of it, like days and days worth of food. You can see a fishing rod. You can see like a really old sword. And he's like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Runt, do you think you should carry that for him? There's a lot there.
I would not mind carrying if you need me to carry it. Yes, I'm fine.
Wait, guys, is this even the one we're looking for?
Yeah. What would your name be there, sir?
I'm Kamar. And as he says hello to you, Runt picks up the backpack and lifts it, and Kamar lifts into the air a little tiny bit and then settles back to the ground. And
I
with a
kinda shake
wide
him
eye, Kamar looks at you incredulously as, with no difficulty at all, you pick up that giant book bag and are carrying it and Rose. No problemo. He says, "Wow! Oh, this is so cool! Mom, Dad, these are the fire-breathing kittens! I'm off! Bye!" And his mom and his dad appear behind him. You can see him through the doorway now, and they're like, "Bye-bye!"
Bye.
Oh
Bye.
boy. Is this what I look forward to when my kid gets older?
Well, sir, ma'am, okay then. It looks like, what exactly are you needing your body guarded from there, sir? young master.
Kamar says, "Oh, well, this is a quest. It's a dangerous quest to Mount Mevui." And everybody do a history check.
12.
15.
12.
18.
So the 15 and the 18 and the 12s all know the same thing, which is that Mount Mevui is pretty close by. It's between here and Port City Jishope, kind of north of the desert. Just a little bit further than... give me 1 second here. Actually... I don't want to get any of this wrong. So I'm just opening up my map.
There will be a test later.
Gosh, the fans will notice. Okay. Alright.
To be fair, the internet is cruel and full of terrorists.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Alright. So, oh yeah, all of you know Mount Mevui. It's north of Port City Jishope, west of Port City Nicomoy, beyond Utop Field, and northwest of Mishui Cave in the town of Mishui, north of Omiv Sands.
Is it known to be dangerous?
No, it's south of Crueler and often considered a day trip.
So, little master, why do you need protection? You seem capable.
Oh, I should put that in context. You guys are level 1. This is a level 1 level adventure. Yeah. His parents, kind of look like, okay, have a good time, dear. They wish him off. Please take good care of our son. Bye-bye.
All right, so I think I think we're more of maybe chaperoning.
Chaperoning.
So,
Okay.
Yay, we're babysitters.
No girls allowed. Okay.
Or boys. We're not going to assume what you like there, but no romance on this trip, sir.
Oh, you're talking to Kamar?
Yes.
Yeah.
He says, oh, of course not. I'm engaged.
Well, congrats.
Thank you. He shows you his man ring, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys do?
In your world, whatever you want.
What, guys?
There's a big stamp across his forehead that says, take it.
I'm still trying to figure out what guys
Stamp.
do.
She's the best. That's actually,
Oh,
that's
well.
where I'm going. Yeah, so bye, Mom and Dad, bye. And y'all, he starts walking, and he walks past you guys, and he's skipping down the dirt road. He's so excited.
He's so energetic.
Well, here we go then. Clang, 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 clang. And I'll
Maybe I should be carrying
lope
him
after him.
too. No, I need free hands.
I'm just gonna follow along.
You are at the edge of the driveway. He looks wistfully at the corn on his left and the beans on his right, facing the outside world, and he says, my quest time has come. Off to adventure.
Did you look both ways before crossing the road?
He scowls at you.
Well, all right. We are happy to help you with your call to adventure. So, what's the goal here, sir? Are you looking for something, or you're...
Yes, he he rummages in the backpack that Runt has, and he digs deeper and deeper, and he retrieves a thing, and he pulls it out, and he shows you a book. And he says, yes, this book says that on Mount Mevui, there is a really important treasure that I need to get for Corey, my fiance. And I'm going to surprise her with it, and she is going to be so excited, and it's going to be the best. So that's our goal.
We're helping you get a wedding gift?
Yes,
Yes!
exactly. Because I love her.
Rose is going to ask if she can have the book.
Sure. He hands you the book.
She'll settle in and start reading while we walk.
Okay. And where are you all headed? Let's all do a history check.
19.
14.
18.
I like to imagine that the Kamar kid was jumped on the back of Runt to rummage in his backpack. So he's up there elbow deep in the backpack.
I could just take it off for you. Oh, okay.
I got a 13.
So the 19 knows that the train ride is the fastest way there.
Well, that's good because I rather like the trains. I find, The movement's rather soothing.
That's surrounded by more people, though.
And
we can ride on top, Runt.
Runt puts his hood further up.
I've done that before. It is scary, but I can do it.
Okay, so you have two options. One is the train, which would cost 1 gold and would deliver you to the base of Mount Mevui. And the other one is walking, which would just be an overnight trip, but you'd get to keep your gold. And everyone starts out at level 1 with 10 gold, audience, so that's why 1/10 of their entire life savings is a big deal. So you can decide for yourselves.
If they can't, I'll support. I'll get the tickets.
Well, hang on just 1 second, and I'll get back out the job flyer and look back over it for what was the reward on it?
Oh, 100 gold. Upon his safe return.
Well, this is gonna be a cakewalk, obviously, so I can handle a gold for a train ticket. And don't you worry, Runt, you're in good company. Nobody's gonna give you a hard time. You've got a paladin of Tyr with you.
I got 80 gold here. I got it.
I cover my hood a bit more and go, thank you.
Rose was about to say, I'll cover my ticket, and then he said he had tons of gold, and so now she's like, oh yes, I'm destitute.
So you all are heading to the train station?
Yeah, I'll pay her the 4.
And Mary covers the 4 gold. Go ahead and subtract that from your character sheet. Because Mary's participated in an adventure before. And you only have 80 because you spent 20 to fix up Paul's house, right? Yeah. Aw, you're so nice. His house was a dump, so it definitely benefited.
Such a nice person.
I mean, after you gave Paul gold, I imagine that he got, like, fantasy solar panels. Gosh. 20 gold's a lot of money. So
that's quite the renovation budget.
So our next scene is the 5 of you on the train. You are sitting on teal seats, chatter quiet around you as everyone else is in. It's a booth-style sitting so that the 5 of you can sit across from one another. With windows on your left and right, you're taking up both sides of the aisle. It looks like Runt is taking up an entire facing section of the booth himself.
All right, and I'll sit against the wall and Moxie between those.
Yeah. Kamar is sitting next to Rose and looking at her like he's never seen that color hair before, but he doesn't want to say anything, so he's just totally looking out the window.
She'll pull out a dagger and say, smart man, smart man.
Oh gosh. Yeah, he's not going to say anything. Okay, so you're all sitting on the train, and a cart rolls by, and a person is pushing the cart and says that they have food for sale. What do you all buy?
Do you have any pies there? I like a good pie.
He pulls out a half-moon pocket pie, and he says, meat, cheese, or fruit?
What kind of fruit?
Cherries.
Okay, so meat pie it is.
Hold on a minute.
He says, here's your snake pie, and hands you a snake pie.
That's fine. It's those cherries, though. Ugh.
Do you have...
how much do I owe you for this?
Oh, complimentary included with the train ticket.
Oh, excellent.
Do you happen to have any, like, sandwiches?
Sure, and takes out a water chestnut sandwich.
Okay, that'll work.
I do not trust food from strangers, and neither should you.
And I point to our little friend there.
No food for you. We're protecting you.
Kamar sadly takes out a hunk of cheese from the backpack and eats that.
Here, I'll... What would you like?
Kamar whispers, a donut. I want a donut.
I'll take a donut, too.
And you're handed a donut. It's yellow.
And then I hand it over to Kamar.
He puts it in the pocket, like, secretly. Okay, so stealth check to see if Runt can tell that you did that.
But he's not taking it from a stranger.
Oh... Does Runt see you? Go ahead and roll. And perception check for Runt.
Oh, no. Of course.
9.
I rolled a 10 perception.
Oh, he sees.
Runt can tell with the 9 of stealth. You're very obvious. You're hiding it, but you're smiling really big.
Grunt glares daggers at her.
We supposed to be protecting.
But he didn't take it from a stranger. Took it from me.
Technicalities be damned.
And then I glare at the card person, too. And I go...
The cart person looks at Rose and looks at Runt and dashes away before Rose can order any food.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm going to say a quick blessing over my food before I eat it. Does anybody else need a quick prayer to their deity? No? All right, well, I'm going to just take care of mine.
I'm going to give Rose half of my sandwich.
Oh, I'm good. I ate before I left.
Okay, I'll eat it then.
And Mary crunches into the water chestnut sandwich. Okay. Time is passing, and the city is turning into suburbs and then rolling hills. The train is making good progress through the countryside. You make your way northwest, well, mostly west, and after a few hours, the station reads Mount Mevui, and the train stops.
Well, all right there, young master. It looks like we have arrived. I'm going to stand up and stretch awkwardly because it's 7.5 feet tall. You know, that's not a lot of room in the car to do the stretching, but I do it anyway. There's some cracking and popping.
And I'm going to be the one to stand up at 5'4" and be like,
Y'all, they just don't make these things for
No.
Not furbog friendly, for sure.
Or bugbear friendly either.
Right. You know, I bet you have a hard time finding pants. I know I sure do. Have to get them custom made every time.
I've been wearing the same pants since I left the monastery.
You know, we might be able to find some potion of shrinking or something around at some point. Kind of.
Or just a good tailor.
I don't think my pants need to be shrunk anymore. I'm good. I do not need capris.
You know the nice thing about finding a tailor? You get pockets. You can all the pockets you want in all of your... Even my armor has pockets.
Yes, but I meant make you shorter, not your pants.
I like being tall, though. Just
each
not
their
ugly.
While these three are conversing, Rose is going to disappear, and she'll meet them on the other side of the, when they get outside in the train yard, and she'll be licking her lips, going, all right, we ready to go? Climber back up onto Runt's shoulder.
Sure, Rose, where are you heading?
Up to the mountain, right? We can see it from here?
You can. So she heads uphill.
I'm going to point and say, onward, steady steed.
Okay. You guys are hiking up the mountain and hiking up the mountain. What do you have on you that makes mountain hiking easier?
I have my bow staff. Use
A deep appreciation of nature.
I have bedroll and firewood.
Nothing really.
So a cumulative nature check from the group, and let's see if your total can get to 60.
I have an herbalist kit.
Nature
nice.
check.
13.
Yay, crit. Pass.
15.
Plus my nature is 0, so 20.
15 plus 20 plus...
Plus 15. You said nature, correct?
Yeah.
That requires intelligence, so
13.
I rolled a 15. 14.
Oh. Runt tries to lick one of the rocks that he's talking to. He sets it back down and no one saw. And Rose?
13.
13. Okay. Quick math time.
We agreed to see other people.
Oh yeah, you guys got above 60. You're fine. You walk right up the mountain. A cougar watches from way up in a tree, twitching its tail. None of you see it. It doesn't bother you. You pass right under it. And I'm just going to throw out this piece of paper here. Don't mind me. Everybody, all the players, see this paper? You didn't have to do that. Yep,
Yay.
mountain lion in the trash. Okay. All right. So, you arrive without any impediments. The hillside is now quite steep, but I'm picturing that it's like when the rocks are not coming together, and then it's dark on the inside. So you see that. You see the rocks are not coming together in this region, and it's dark inside, and you can fit in there.
Well, all right. That looks like your pretty standard cave entrance right up ahead there. Is that where we're aiming for there, young master?
Kamar asks for his book back from Rose.
I hand it back.
So, I was just out on an adventure, and I kind of had a bad run-in with a cave. Maybe we should look for a dragon. Make sure there's nothing here. Or Saskahorns. None of those either.
I'll scout the entrance if you guys want.
Kamar calls out, "Any Saskahorns here? Hello! 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 Hello!" It echoes.
Run's
No
gonna
Saskahorns
Run's
reply.
gonna smell the air and do a perception check of anything that's just doesn't smell like an animal, shall we say?
Sure.
Something
Perception
that might,
check.
Yeah.
And by the way, the whole group has lost any chance at stealth because Kamar was like, "Hi!"
Natural 20.
Oh, okay. You perceive so much. You deep breath, all the smells. You can smell stagnant air that's cooler than the air outside. You can smell the water that's inside here that helped etch the cave from the mountainside. You smell mushrooms.
There's mushrooms in there and a stream.
And yeah, there's something kind of animal-y coming from inside the cave.
And something is living in there. Be wary, young master.
Do you want me to scout ahead, guys?
Yeah, that sounds like a real good plan.
Yeah.
You just yell real loud, though, if you need us to come rushing in.
Or if you're within
Sounds good.
30 feet, I have telepathy. You could just let me know. We'll come running.
All right. As long as that telepathy doesn't range beyond my surface thoughts, I'm okay with that. So I'll stay about 30 feet in front as we head in.
And Mary understands personal distance.
I really do.
She's, see, the whole party has no stealth because of Kamar, who's trying to walk alongside Rose. He's like, la, 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 la. He's walking alongside you. We're on a quest.
I'm gonna grab
That
him.
makes me edgy.
No.
Kamar joins the rest of the pack. Oh, okay, back here. Got it.
Yeah, you wait right here. This is how adventuring works. You see, you gauge your party's strengths and weaknesses, and then you plan out who's best suited to do each thing.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I get it now. Yeah. And
At that, Runt is going to go off to the side of the right of the entrance and try to hide in case anything comes out. He's going to try to be stealthy as much as he can.
the whole party has lost stealth because of Kamar shouting that.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, he's still going to go to the right side and try to be stealthy, even though he's not going to get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, the four of you are walking. Some of you cautiously, Kamar a little bit less so, and you make progress into this cave. The air is cold in here. There's no movement to the air at all. It's entirely stagnant. No breeze, no sounds of chirping. The outside world fades away behind you. Birds long gone in the distance. Instead, all you hear is this, and it starts to really eat at you. Nothing. You hear nothing. Just the rock walls insulating all around you. And it's quite eerie how silent it is. You step into a room, and it has 5 tunnels in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not numbered, but you can count them.
So,
Alrighty,
what way do we go?
Hold on. No, go ahead.
I'm good.
I dig through my bag and take out a stone.
Since I was ahead of the group, I will go into one of the caves while they're still catching up and kind of scout the entrance of one of them.
Okay, I'm gonna give you passage through one of the tunnels. Pick a number.
1.
1. Rose walks into tunnel number 1 and can see that it goes quite a distance.
I'll return and report to the
Can
group.
I just do a quick investing?
Okay. The rest of the group has arrived into the room, and they see Rose emerging from tunnel number 1.
Anything interesting down that way? Wedding treasures?
Not that I could see, but it kept going for quite a ways.
Well, all right. Young master, anything in your book there that would point us to which direction you need to be going in?
He hands you the book. What are you going to do to investigate this book?
Before that, can I do like an investigation on the floor? Maybe see if there's any like tracks, human or animal?
Sure, survival check.
Ooh. 6.
Okay. Nope.
Right. Well, I guess I'll sit down in the middle of the floor there with the book in my lap and start thumbing through it, turning the pages.
It's entirely dark in here.
Runt's gonna sniff, do a perception check with his nose to see if he can smell where the animal smell from earlier is coming from.
Okay, roll a dice.
That will be an 11.
Nope. All around you. And there's rodent tracks all around you too.
Hi, Moxie. Would you mind letting me see the book? I got dark vision, so...
Well, yeah, here you go. I can, since it is pretty dark in here, I think I'm going to go ahead and light a torch.
That might not be a good idea if there are bats or other flying creatures.
Yeah, but I don't want to get a concussion. There's a lot of stalactites in here, and I don't have the dark vision.
As she works on lighting that, I'm going to snuggle up to the side of the cave and hide in what shadows I think will contain or continue after the torch is lit.
Okay. Stealth check.
24.
You are 24 hidden.
Well, and I light up a torch.
You can see the book.
All right.
There you go. Here's the book back.
All right, I'll do an investigation check on the book, I guess.
Could I look in it with her to give her advantage?
Sure. Maybe you point out useful passages.
Mm-hmm. This one looks real interesting right here.
17.
17. You see something that says, On Mystery Cave and the Fabric of Legends. It's...
Oh, this is a riveting title right here, yeah.
It's pages and pages and pages on this wonderful silk fabric that can be made and how to make it. You take the thread and you take like 15 or so together and then you spin it and you put the thread through a piece of wood and all 15 go into the piece of wood and one comes out and then that one usually weight it down with sand. And then because it can be up to like a mile long, it's this really big bundle and you're just reading and reading and reading the book. And then you take that thread and you put it into, you see like there's diagrams of what you weave the thread around so that it'll turn properly, and you turn this thing and then it'll weave the thread around it, and you've been reading that book for 15 minutes.
Well, there's a really surprising amount of information here on this fabric of legend, which isn't just a flowery way to start the chapter. It's actually some fabric that is legendary. So, but nothing on this cave, though, in which way we should go. So...
Wait, the book's on fabric? How is that a treasure map?
Well, sometimes the treasure is the knowledge that you gain.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually a map. I just think you kind of got the idea of, hey, this is where it is.
I can't spend knowledge. Andy.
But knowledge can make you money.
I am not...
And I bet you we can make some mighty fine pants out of that legendary fabric.
I am not
Silk
convinced.
pants for a bugbear.
Might not be bad to have a couple pair of pants.
Could they be purple? I like purple.
Well, if they're legendary, they just about have to be, right?
Like...
Now I'm just imagining Runt in MC Hammer pants. Like really large MC Hammer pants.
Kind of metallic-y. Yes.
The opposite of stealth.
Well, so I guess we'll just pick a tunnel and go.
Now all I'm imagining is Runt walking and like hearing the sound of like
Swish.
The windbreaker
yes.
pants. Swish, 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 swish.
They're tearaways.
Truly, truly the fabric of legends right here is what we're after.
I pick
Important DM self-question. Does this world have zippers?
It's your world.
For the short pants that you can unzipper and then they can be both.
Or better yet, does it have Velcro?
Velcro.
And
The adhesive of legends.
And the finale, what was in that warehouse again that was out of business?
Oh, it was
socks.
Socks. So you would imagine.
Right. They gotta have some kind of clothing technology, right?
Kumar.
Yeah, Kamar. He says, hey.
How is this going to help you find treasure? I thought this was...
This is the treasure. The fabric.
It's fabric's in here?
In here. And he gestures around at the cave. Somewhere.
Oh, okay.
And I look at everybody else and just go,
He's crazy.
It's not a spider web, is it?
He thinks clothing's treasure.
We all have our vices, Runt. You talk to rocks, too. We're all special in our own way.
Oh.
You leave Steven out of this.
it's okay. I take out Steven and I start petting him.
I'm just going to go stand over by Moxie and watch this.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, Runt. I'm just
I
saying
say
all
we
have
go
our own
down.
special-
Oh, okay. Well, I say we go down tunnel 3?
Okay, you all head down tunnel 3, and you come back out of tunnel 1.
Well, hey, Runt there, since you have a special connection with the Rockley folk, and a cave is basically just like a great big rock, you think maybe you could just ask it?
Oh, sure.
That is so broken.
I take out
I
Steve
never thought
again.
of that.
I take out
No.
Steve again and go,
Don't be jealous. This is just work.
and put him back.
Oh my gosh.
And then I go up
That's terrible.
to a random rock.
I'm cheating on you, but it's my job? It's terrible.
It's an indecent proposal.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm just
Oh, I am terribly sorry. I did not realize the complexity of your relationship there.
Steve's very unhappy.
no. Steve gets jealous. He's insecure.
You're so busy talking with Steve that this next half hour you're just going to spend it talking with him. So he went in through 3 and came out 1, and now he's talking to the rock in his hand. The rest of you guys?
Oh. I think we should go down 5. I mean, if you went down 3...
And Mary goes down 5 and comes out 2.
Well, I think we got it narrowed down.
All right, so we got 3 is out, 5 is out.
It's 4. 4 it is.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Let's try this one out.
You go through 4, and you come out into an entirely different cave. The color of the stone is different. It's sandstone in this cave, so you know you're in a different place.
Ooh, exotic stones.
Oh, I'm sorry. Correction. You walk down path number 4 and emerge into a sandstone cave that has 11 walkways branching out from it.
Are there any rocks lying around?
Yep, so many rocks.
I go up to one of them, the prettiest one.
Oh!
I pick up the rock and go,
Hi, I am Runt. What
Steve is
your
yelling at
name?
that rock.
what?
And you find that Steve is now angrily cussing out any rock that you pick up for some reason. You're either going to have to let Steve down or...
We will talk about this later when we get home, Steve.
The rest of you are just looking at this bugbear that is being defensive towards rocks that are not talking to him out loud. You can't hear it, and you're okay. My friend's doing something. And there's 11 doorways in front of the rest of you.
I think while he's doing that, we should probably throw a ball or something down a hallway I mean, if they loop around, it'll come back so we know it's not that one.
Yeah. Do you have a ball?
I don't. That's why I was asking if anybody... I got weighted dice, but...
Sir or madam, whatever the case may be, did you see any creatures walk in any of these tunnels and not
Run.
come out?
It's too broken. Steve is yelling at you, yelling at that rock. And now all the rocks in the room are quiet because they heard Steve yell it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk later, Steve.
I'll just head down the first one since it looks pretty.
Rose heads down the first one and comes out the 11th one.
Hey, Kamar, do you happen to have anything in your bag that we could throw down the hall and see if it loops around?
He takes out the book. He's flipping through the book. Everyone, perception check as he's flipping through the book.
18.
Unnatural 20.
21.
14.
You all pass except for Mary. Rose sees something called the Vow of Poverty. Runt sees something called the Vow of Abstinence. And Moxie sees something called the Vow of Purity in the book as quickly as he flips through the pages. He's like, let me see here, let me see.
Hey, can I take a look-see at your book there again?
Oh, sure. He hands you the book.
I'm going to flip it to the cover. What is the name of this book?
It says, The Fabric of Legends of Mount Mishui.
Alrighty, a lot of vowing up in this book here. It seems like
It said something about absence.
Runt flips to that page, and he sees the Vow of Abstinence. A wise soul knows restraint.
Well, that's true. I don't hit everybody.
And I hand it back to our friend there, Kumar.
Did I get anything out of it while I was holding it?
It says, Vow of Poverty. A generous soul is welcomed in.
That's a lot of virtues for a man who is about to be married.
well, seems like they're good virtues for really anybody to try to embody. There, let's see. Looking around at the cave walls, is there any kind of carvings or writings or
There's
anything?
11 cave exits. 1 and 11 connect.
All right, well, I'll go down number 2.
2 and 10 connect.
Should we
And then 3.
go the
3
middle?
and 9 connect.
We should go the middle.
Good idea. Which
Alright.
one's the middle?
So,
Well, there's
straight down
6,
5?
so
5
down,
and
or 11, so let's go
6
down
connect.
6.
Even
Oh, no.
6 and... math, why are you doing this to me? It's not 6.
So 1 goes
5
to
and-
11,
5 and
2 to
7.
10. So that's all of them.
Mm.
1 went to 11, 2 to 10, 3 to 9, 4 to 8.
4 to 7.
5?
Okay, we'll go down 8.
You go down 8, and you come out a different cave exit. This one is very clearly bricked with normal bricks. You're in an entirely new room now. 21 paths are in front of you.
Oh, no.
All right, well, we'll just start eliminating these then. 1.
Nope. Kamar keeps checking the book. So now you know about the Vow of Poverty, a generous soul is welcomed in, the Vow of Abstinence, a wise soul knows restraint, the Vow of Purity, and the Vow of Peace. And you also find a number sequence. 4, 8, 15.
All right, well, let's go down the 15th tunnel here.
Okay.
So we went down
Okay.
the 4th one.
You head down the 15th tunnel, and it takes you to a new room. This one is green. The stone is very smooth to the touch. The room is flat on the bottom. This is very clearly man-made. And there are 21 paths in front of you.
Was there a fourth number in the,
Yes.
what was the fourth number?
Nobody here knows it, huh? Okay, go ahead and try tunnels.
11.
Nope.
No. Okay.
I'll just start running up and down the tunnels over and over, whichever.
It is the 16th tunnel. This takes you into a room. This takes you into a room with completely white marble. And there are 51 pathways in front of you. Which one do you take, Mary?
I think we should take 23.
There are infinite pathways in front of us.
You go through the 23rd pathway, and it takes you to a pathway that's entirely different than anything else you've seen before. This one is black as night. Even the people with dark vision find it hard to see in this one. And again, there are 51 hallways in front of you.
Another 51, so let's try 23 again.
23 takes you out to the black room again.
24?
45.
45 takes you out to the where you came from. Yep.
42?
Yeah, 42. As Mary rushes towards the 42nd path, there's an alarm. There's like a light over that path that you couldn't see because it was all dark. And it goes beep, 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 beep. As you walk through this path, you can hear in the distance something happening, but you're not sure what because you're very far away from it.
Oh, no.
You walk out into a room that is entirely different from anything you've been before. This is a real room. You're inside a mountain, but this looks like you're indoors. It's got a wall, a floor, a ceiling, and in the middle of the room, a pedestal. On the pedestal is an intricately carved winged snake, curled in a coil around two pieces of stone that are blue as blue can be and a pinkish red. On a second pedestal is a green stone. The snake is curled around 2 eggs.
Ew.
Well, no fabric in this room. We must have missed something at some point.
Oh, I'm no fiance, but those sure are pretty.
Right. Do we hear any commotion coming up from behind us?
Nope, not at all.
No. Boop, boop. All right. Then I will go look at the pedestal with the snake on it.
It is a pedestal with an intricately carved snake in it.
Aha! Just as I suspected. It's exactly what I saw.
Is there any writing on them?
No writing at all. Just 2 eggs. One is sapphire and one is ruby in this green jade snake statue with white opal wings.
And the eggs definitely are not normal hatchable looking eggs, right?
Nope, they're just fist-sized gems.
Okay.
So this isn't
Is
what
there-
we're looking for.
Is there
Keep
anything
going.
else in the room, like thing that you gotta slide?
A second pedestal with a fist-sized emerald and a door beyond you. Dark in the distance. You can't see what all's down that hallway.
Well, maybe this egg needs to be with the other eggs. Maybe it's lonely way over here.
Oh, yes, I'll get it.
And I just bound over to the other one and pick it up.
Runt picks it up. It's in
Of course,
your
then
hand.
maybe it could also be a trap.
He picks it up and hands it to you. As you say, it could also be a trap.
But it's probably fine, and so I'll go put it on the other pedestal. There you go, nice and cozy with your other little eggs there.
The moment you set it on the pedestal sinks 1 inch and settles into the ground.
Oh, no, come back.
It's just 1 inch.
Well,
Oh.
all right. So we got 3 pedestals, 3 eggs. Thinking what?
2
We need
pedestals,
2
3
pedestals,
eggs.
3
They're all on
eggs.
pedestal number 1, and it sank 1 inch into the ground.
Does it look like it can go further?
No.
Okay, maybe this pedestal's no good. I'm gonna pick up everything
Does
on
the
it.
door have a hole or anything in it?
It's a doorway. You can walk through it at any point in time.
Oh, well, since they're all happy together here on their little pedestal, do you want to we'll just keep on going?
I don't think they are, though, because this one's not sunk right now.
The pedestal with the snake statue sank 1 inch when she put the 3rd egg on it.
Right, but
I'm gonna climb on top of it.
the
to see if
second
it's-
pedestal is still up.
The second pedestal now does not have anything on it. And when you climb on it, Rose, it doesn't sink anymore.
I'll try the other one, the empty one, too.
You're climbing on it. It doesn't sink at all.
So I'm thinking that sinking has something to do with an egg on it. We have to rearrange these to get that one to go down too.
But why do we need to do that? We have door. That door's right there.
I don't
agree
know.
with
We could buy a lot of beer with this. I'm the stupid one.
While we can Runt's shoulder and say, let's go through the door, Runt. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I think we're good just to leave these eggs right where they're at here with their little snake statue mama and just head on out.
Okay.
The four of you.
What could possibly go wrong?
The four of you walk through a tunnel. Perception check.
18.
Oh, 5.
The 5 sees nothing.
15.
You're just walking along.
17.
15 also sees nothing.
I am rolling
17.
bad tonight.
The 18 can see, because you're a trained assassin, that there are little darts embedded into the wall that are not shooting you right now as you walk past them. And you head into another room. You're the only one who knows that.
Hey, guys, I think we just avoided a trap by our accidental movement to that egg. So keep your eyes sharp. There might be more.
No, all right. Well, cool then. I guess the egg did just need to be back with its little statue mama. You know, family first. That's what we always say.
You enter into another room. Again, this one is clearly man-made, although you are deep inside a mountain. The walls have recessed lights in them, shining down. It looks museum-like, where there's illuminated corners and regions of darkness. And in the very, very middle of this room, it's a long table spread out with delicious food that you can smell, and your mouth is watering. It smells like it's freshly made, and if you were to go over to it, you could tell that it's hot. The vapors of the food aroma are raising off of it, and it smells amazing. There is a doorway beyond it, and you could continue walking into that hallway.
Runt's going to go over and grab a turkey leg and just kind of take a bite out of it. Small bite.
Now, Runt, weren't you earlier just saying not to accept food from strangers? And I mean, we don't even know where
this is
food
just
came
here, right?
from.
We should probably not touch this.
You're right.
Cart on train, good. Random food, bad.
I mean, what if this is like what if this is like a corporate luncheon and you're just diving right in?
Oh, I love the leftovers at corporate luncheons. They're great. But
I don't think these are left over. This looks fresh.
you have a point.
Rose is going to slip something off the table and eat it anyway, because she's kind of hungry.
Okay.
If somebody ate something earlier,
So tell me who's eating and who's not eating before you go through the doorway.
I'm not going to eat it.
Rose is eating. No one else is eating?
Nope.
Runt is nibbling because he didn't
Runt
eat
is
earlier.
eating.
He's
Runt
nibbling.
has snuck a turkey leg, and Runt is eating. Okay. And you're now stepping into the hallway beyond?
Yep.
Hey, Moxie,
Okay.
you should kind of trail these two a little bit.
You know, Tyr always says you should not take things that do not belong to you, and so I'm very suspicious of that food.
Runt, take 1 damage.
Okay, ouch.
Your stomach hurts.
I don't think that was done.
But you can keep going. It's a pretty long cave. You're still walking. Hey, Runt,
Yes.
take 1 damage. Your stomach hurts.
Oh, I should have taken my own advice.
Oh, you got a little tummy ache there,
Oh,
Runt?
yes.
Hey, Rose, take 1 damage. You're not feeling too good. And you're still walking. It's a really long path. It's a long path. Hey, Rose, take 1 damage. You don't feel good. Your stomach hurts.
Hey, guys, anybody got anything for indigestion?
Upset stomach, diarrhea.
Actually, I do have this file. If you guys aren't feeling good, it'll kind of make you throw up.
I'm all right with that.
Hey, Runt, take
Well,
1 damage.
Oh,
It's from Paul. Here. Have a little sip.
All right, well,
I'll drink from it.
come here, Runt.
okay.
All right, I'm going to put my hands up on Runt's face, and I'm going to say,
It's a
May
little
Tyr
baggy, right?
help you in your future decision making. And I will lay on hands, my only one for this before another long rest, and cure you of any disease or neutralize any poisons in your system.
And you can do that to one person?
Yep.
Well, Runt,
But I can only do it once per long rest, right?
Well,
Runt,
I got
you're good.
Potion from
And then
Paul that'll make the other one throw up, so...
and Rose, if you want to vomit it up, you can. She's doing a thumbs up, audience. Yep.
That was my lay on hands.
It'll get it out of your system.
I'm all for it. Let's do
Picture
this.
like a rainbow sparkle coming out of Rose in the corner, and then you're all good. Everybody's on track.
That
You
was
can
not
hear
quite what I was expecting. I was expecting castor oil.
Oh, Paul.
it's from the episode Be Our Guest. Okay, so you all are walking along, and you hear something in the distance. Everybody, perception check.
16.
Oh, thank God. Finally something good. 19.
18.
I'm still feeling lousy, so I only got 9.
The nine's not sure, but the rest of you can hear that is a rumbling of loud water. And you continue walking down the path, and what do you all say to one another?
Wow, could anybody hear that water? Hopefully this isn't like the edge of a cliff.
Oof.
I'm not drinking it.
Yeah. Goodness. Yeah, it certainly sounds like a river or a waterfall, maybe.
Oh, it should be good. Wait, no. I should...
Yeah, you
Don't.
remember that story about the devil's crueler? Hopefully this isn't where it comes out of.
Oh, this is down of the devil's... Yeah, geographically, it's very close. So you're all walking along, and you come to... The path goes down slope a little bit. The top opens up, and the path passes underneath a raging waterfall. The only way through is to walk under the waterfall.
Great. Does anybody need any help getting through this?
Well,
Uh,
I'm starting to think that those 4 virtues in the book, like, starting to think these are all trials, and, like, you shouldn't have ate the food. That was one. Put all the
so let's see.
eggs with a
Maybe.
snake.
Leave them behind. Poverty.
So I'm thinking this has to do with one of them.
Purity. So we need to make sure we're clean.
To purify ourselves. I haven't bathed this month, so I'm not clean.
So purity?
Maybe that's what we need to use the water for, to get clean.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can do that. There, we can go up, and I'll go up to the waterfall and start splashing it on my face a little bit, and kind of cleaning just a little before I go through.
Okay.
Make sure.
I'll do the same.
Runt
Get under the pit.
Runt
They're all
puts,
testing the water.
Runt puts the bags, sets the bags down, sets down his staff, and cannonballs in.
Cannonball. It's a path. So
Oh,
if you
path,
aren't
okay.
holding on, you will be swept on the left and the right. So I'll rephrase how this looks.
Oh, okay.
It's a waterfall falling down from great heights onto the path, and the water is pounding down onto the rocks, and your only option is to walk on this thin, narrow strip of rocks, as to the left and to the right of you, there is a vast pit, and it doesn't look like the way forward.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry. That's the actual picture of what it looks like, yeah.
Could I use my mage hand to kind of like put it under the fall so we have something to walk under?
Sure, 5 pounds of force removed from above your head. There's about another 1,000 pounds of force beyond that, though. You all let me know what you're doing, and I will tell you what happened.
Is there any like railings or anything to hold on to?
There are no railings.
I will take the head and just start walking very, very carefully.
Oh, wait, rope. Here, let me tie some rope to you, just in case. No?
Do you have any rope?
I don't have one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
My
rope.
mage hand isn't strong enough to hold you, so it's a good idea.
I have 50 pounds of hempen rope. Or 50 feet, sorry. Right here in my handy dandy adventurer's pack. Standard issue, straight from the store.
I go give it to the tall one.
So you're tied with rope and you're going through the waterfall?
Yeah,
Yes.
going through the path.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and you're all holding onto the rope, or is it just Runt who's going through?
Well, I'll hang on to it on this side. If anybody wants to help me hold on to it, that would be...
I mean, I'm not very strong because I'm a wizard or warlock, so I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can.
I'm pretty strong. I'm not trying to brag, just, maybe stating a little bit of fact there for you.
I'll give you a hand.
Yeah.
All right, what are you all's alignments?
Neutral.
Neutral what?
Just neutral.
Neutral, neutral?
Neutral good.
Lawful good.
But the way she's been going, probably leaning more towards good.
And Rose, what's
Very
your
good.
alignment?
Lawful neutral.
Okay, so everyone who has a lawful or a good in their alignment, raise your hand. Everybody but Mary. Okay, I think you're probably good aligned, because you keep giving people money.
Yeah, I think she's kind of gravitating.
Yeah, she's actually good aligned. Okay, so everybody who has a lawful or a good in their alignment, raise your hand. That's everybody. Everybody who has both lawful and good, raise your hand. So that's Moxie. Okay, so nobody's evil. That's good. Or chaotic. Also good. None of you get washed off of the path. That's fantastic. So evil, chaotic people would just be like purged. So purity is right. Oh, so
How is Kamari?
Oh, he's good aligned, so he is doing well. He's walking through here.
That
He
is
helps people
good.
just for the sake of it. Yeah, Kamar is doing fine. So for the people who have, let me read this out. People who have one matched trait find that the water is cold and they're chilled. It's very vigorous washing that you're walking through. Your whole head, your whole body is under it. It's a good 10 steps where you can't see anything and you're just trusting the person in front of you to pull you along. It's a vigorous enough washing to make you feel thoroughly cleansed and purified and lots of all over you. And just the water force on your skin is pushing your skin, so like it's not very flattering to be cleaned this thoroughly, and you feel very cold, but you emerge from the other side unscathed. Now, the lawful good person is going to find, Moxie finds, that this water isn't heavy at all. It's refreshing and warm and powerful, but clean and pure.
Wait.
Right. Well, I would have crossed last, so when I come out, I'm like, oh man, guys, that was delightful. I don't know if you. Oh man, I could handle
And I'm
another
just kind of gonna
pass
be
through that.
shivering, going, I wish I had fur.
No, you don't. And I shake off right there.
Yeah, I don't know why we were worried about that at all. That was just. Whew, I feel
It was
good.
cold.
No, that was the perfect shower temperature.
If you shower in ice water, yeah.
Okay. And the path keeps going into the final area. It looks like a cave. You all walk into a room with stalactites and stalagmites, and they're coming out of a variety of ceilings and floors, and I don't remember which word is which. But there's lots of
Tights on top.
stalactite on the ceiling. Okay.
Yep.
Pillars connecting the ceiling and the floor run the full length. For some reason, this area is well lit. And I've got a thing to read for you. Okay. Who's first in this room?
Me.
Runt and Rose probably too, because she is stealthy. So Runt and Rose are in front, and Kamar is in the very back. And between Kamar and Runt and Rose are Moxie and Mary. Runt and Rose, your eyes raise upwards from 4 shiny metallic hooves, strong, thin, horse-like legs, a strong equine body, all the way up a long, graceful, curving neck to a horse-like head crowned by deer antlers. Its eyes don't face to the side like an herbivore's, but rather straight forward. It looks you right in your eye and holds your gaze. Wisps of cloud vapor rise off of its flanks, curling around its body and tendrils. Everyone roll initiative. And that is where we are going to leave at the end of part 1 of the Fire Breathing Kittens episode 52. Joining us this time were Moxie,
Bye.
Rose,
Bye.
and Mary,
This could get dangerous.
and Runt.
Bye-bye.
For you, it'll just be a second, and for us, we're going to take a quick break. Bye-bye! We hope that you're enjoying this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. Please leave us a review on iTunes.com. You can subscribe to receive new episodes through your podcast player or by visiting firebreathingkittenspodcast.com and clicking on the RSS feed. Can you think of someone who might enjoy this podcast? Please share it with them. We don't pay to advertise this show, so the only way we can grow is through the support of listeners like you. Thank you. Welcome back to Fire Breathing Kittens, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I'm your Dungeon Master, and joining us are... Mary,
Salutations.
Rose,
Hi there.
Moxie,
Well, hello there.
and Runt.
Hello.
When we last left our heroes, they had emerged into the last cave in a series of caves that definitely aren't natural, and standing in front of them is something. Everybody, roll initiative.
All right, little master, you're going to need to stay behind us for this, I'm thinking.
Kamar is like, ah! And runs the other way. He's back down that hallway.
22.
22.
The one time I crit.
Yeah, I crit too for a 23.
I feel like I should take a picture because, yes, I too crit.
But don't worry, I'm bringing up the rear with a 9.
But I
Woohoo!
don't have a bonus to my initiative, so it's just 20.
I have a +3.
The one time I crit.
Okay. And the creature has rolled a number. Got it. Rose, you're up first.
All right. I'm going to try talking to it, which is a free action in this, right?
Yes.
Well, hello there, Mr. Long in the Face. Who are you, and what are you doing here?
It looks at you. It has a mouth that is a foot long, and the mouth is closed, but you don't know what kind of teeth are inside there. And it looks at you with... So, herbivore eyes face outward. This thing has 2 eyes that face forward, and it looks right at you. Next up is... Oh, yeah, insight check maybe?
18.
18. So you know that it did not lunge at you, eat you, or, I guess, growl at you. It just looked at you. And Mary, it's your turn.
Can I try to talk to it with my awakened mind?
What is that?
It's telepathy up to 30 feet.
Oh, can it talk back, or can you hear its thoughts, or...
It's got to be able to have a language. It does not have to be one I speak.
It does not have to be one you speak?
As long as it is a language.
Really? Okay. Officially, this thing understands Ignan, but can't speak. So do you speak Ignan?
Telepathically with it, yes.
Okay, so what do you say to it in Ignan?
Well, hello there. Are you... We're just kind of passing through. Is this going to be an issue? Or can we just move along our merry way?
And it can't speak. So it bobs its head at you and looks you in the eye. Moxie, it's your turn.
Well, all right then. I'm going to use my special racial feat that I can communicate with, though not understand, beasts and plants, and then have advantage on charisma checks to influence them. So I'm going to just hold up my hands and be like, hey there, friend, pal, buddy there. We're just gonna scooch on by ya, if that's all right with you.
It looks you right in the eye, and it bobs its head. Runt, it's your turn.
Runt looks at it right in the eye and bobs his head.
Okay. All right.
Did I do it right?
Yeah, I think you did. I think it looked very similar to me.
Okay. It's its turn, and it's going to stay standing there and is going to look at all of you. Next up is Rose. This is a room with a creature. There's a doorway beyond it.
I'm going to scoot around the creature, keeping my eyes on it the whole time, and kind of head for the door if possible. If it starts to make a move toward me, I'll freeze.
Okay. The door is 100 feet from you. It's 30 feet to the creature. So are you dashing to move twice, moving 30 feet, or moving less than that?
I'm giving it a wide berth, so I will not scoot. I'll be scooting around the edge of it, giving it probably a good 10 feet between me and it the whole time if possible.
Okay, you're edging along the wall. Got it. Okay. Hey, Mary, what are you doing?
Seeing Rose kind of walk around the wall, I'm gonna see how this thing reacts to that. Could I ready a witch bolt?
Yes, you've readied a witch bolt. What are you readying it in response to?
If I see it move in any way towards us threateningly.
Threateningly. Okay, got it. Yep, you're edging along the wall. Moxie, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna start walking around it also, but I'm gonna put myself between it and my companions. And I'm going to keep my hands where it can see them and just keep, just passing through. No harm. Not doing anything wrong here. And then I'm also going to look at Kamar and be like, all right, buddy, you need to,
Kamar
to stay with
is 20 feet behind you, kind of like sprinting in the back the way you came. Because he was scared.
Well, don't do that.
Well, I'll start backing up the other way to go. Just stay right there. Don't kill my friends. All right, we're just gonna.
Are you retrieving Kamar?
Yeah.
Okay. Kamar is he's shaking like a leaf. He's never seen anything like that in his whole life. And what are you telling him?
You're like, all right, you said you needed to go on a quest, right? You had that call to adventure, and buddy, this is part of it, and you gotta be brave in the face of danger. If you're gonna be a good spouse, you gotta get in there and you gotta do what's necessary. This was your call.
I do love Corey. Okay, I'll get her the fabric of legends.
Listen, you've got some good people with you, and we're gonna do everything we can to help you out. Now you gotta stay with us.
He's so scared. His little knees are shaking. He's walking with you though. Persuasion
being brave
check.
is doing stuff even when you're. Oh, okay.
I hope this works. I don't want him to faint or anything.
All right, that's a 15.
Your level 1, a 15 passes. He stands up taller, and he holds your hand, and you walk together along the edge.
Just don't hug me.
You're doing good. You got this.
Okay, you're all siding along the edge. Runt, it's your turn. What are you up to?
Runt looks at everybody and just goes, "We have an understanding. Let's walk by."
And I just kind of try to walk by him.
Oh, straight at it. Okay, and where's Steve?
Where is Steve? Steve is in my pouch.
Okay, just curious.
No reason.
Yeah. Okay, you're walking kind of towards it. It's its turn, and it is going to take one step towards Runt. Rose, it's your turn. You could go past it and head towards the door, or you could go towards it, closer to Runt.
The way that it stepped forward, was there any aggression in the movement, or was it just kind of a face-to-face?
Insight check. I hope this goes well.
19.
Oh, 19. You're able to tell that it was one step forward, completely smoothly. Not a charge and an antler pierce or anything. Just like a step forward, kind of like how horses are rarely very still, take a step forward, take a step back.
I'm going to bolt for the door.
She bolts for the door. The Kyrian does not pursue. And Mary, it's your turn. She just bolted for the door.
All right. So, seeing her run to the door and knowing it's not going to go after you, I'm going to move the 30 feet around the wall like she did, but with the witch bolt readied in case it does decide to attack Run.
Okay. And Moxie, you've got Kamar.
All right, I'm going to start scooching around towards the door, but I'm also going to turn to Kamar and be like, maybe this is a good time for you to, tell this creature why you're here and how much you love your betrothed and all of that stuff. Like, just make your pronouncements.
But
calmly.
Kamar says, okay. And he's not calm. He's not calm at all. And he says,
Find your strength in your love.
Mr. Monster, sir, I hope that you'll let me pass because I really love Corey and my parents have a farm and I want a farm and I met Corey in accounting school and we want to have a business together and I think farming would be really good, but she really likes fashion, so I would really like some fabric so that she can make beautiful fashion and then we can have a life together in a farm and we can make kimonos and it would be beautiful and really nice, and please don't eat us. Please don't eat us.
And then I'm going to use a free action to give him 2 thumbs up, encouragingly.
Okay. All right. And Runt, it's your turn. You're now at the same level as you're within 5 feet of this creature.
Can I put my hand out because I can reach him and just kind of try to pet his nuzzle like a regular horse sort of thing?
Okay, so are you reaching the hand straight for the head, or did you pause right before the nose to let it sniff?
I paused before the
Animal
nose to
handling
let him sniff.
check.
Aha.
Is there a rock handling check?
That is a wow 6.
Uh-oh.
And I have +3.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you tried to pet it right on the head, and it turns its ears backwards. You didn't stop to let it sniff. That's a fail. Yeah. Okay, and then on its turn, oh no. Oh no.
Am I going to hit it with a witch bolt?
On its turn. Oh, that was a fail, really. That was a 6, because you tried to pet it. Oh, crap. Okay, I gotta do this as the DM.
Does he get any bonuses from Kamar being all like, I love my lady, and please.
but please don't do this to me.
Yeah. Let me roll a dice. I feel like that's the fairest way to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3, 4, 5. Or 4, 5, 6. That's how dice work. Then
Advantage.
and Mary won't see this as threatening. 1, 2, 3, and she will. Oh no. You're gonna see this as threatening. Okay, so the creature is going to pull its head back abruptly. Like, you didn't get permission to touch it. And it's gonna pull its head back. Its ears are flat, and it pulls its head backwards. And Mary, you see this as a sudden movement of the creature, who's right near Runt.
24.
To hit it with a witch bolt?
Yes.
Oh no, why did you try to touch it, Runt? Okay, you hit it with a witch bolt, and it screams in pain. What does your witch bolt look like?
It is a beam of crackling blue energy lances out towards the creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between me and the target.
She's lightning the unicorn.
This is the worst episode of My Little Pony ever.
I
And
cannot.
it says, roll a d12, and I crit it. I get a d12.
Hate the dice, not the DM. Animal handling check of 6. It's gonna
I'm hating the dice.
pull its head back. Okay, so how much damage did it take?
12.
12 damage. Wow, you're level 1.
And it's a concentration, so...
Okay. Moxie, it's your turn. That just happened.
Here we go.
Or wait, no, I'm sorry. Runt happened. Kieran happened. Rose is turn. That was a reaction on Mary's turn. Rose, it's your turn. That just happened.
All right, I hear this commotion, but I was facing the door, so I'm going to spin around. I'm going to do a quick understanding of what's going on in the situation. The horse is screaming. Was it a scream of pain and agony, or was it a scream of rage?
Pain and agony with 12 points of damage from a level 1 person.
I'm probably just going to keep heading for the door.
Assassin
no.
pieces out. Okay, and Mary, it's your turn. You've just attacked basically a unicorn. What are you doing?
Well, I don't know if I should keep attack because it's got concentration, so it's an automatic hit. So you can just keep doing damage,
Oh my gosh.
or I could turn and walk away. I could do that. So I'm gonna break the concentration, go another 30 feet, and ready it again to see how it reacts.
Moxie, it's your turn.
Oh no, this is not. Oh goodness, sorry. Okay. Kamar, you need to hightail it out of this room. That's for darn tootin' sure. And I'm gonna run, or not run, but take long strides towards the creature and try to do shushing sounds to like, oh, now this is all just a big misunderstanding.
But
that was
you're
just a little
approaching
trigger
at
happy.
speed.
Huh?
You're approaching at speed?
Yeah.
Within seconds of it being hit by a witch bolt? Okay, animal handling check
Yeah,
with
I mean,
disadvantage.
It's all reacting to stiff.
Oh.
A disadvantage. Alrighty.
That might get hit by another witch bolt.
Congratulations, you've maimed a unicorn.
Alright, I got a 10.
A 10. That is pretty even. Some of our members don't mind. So, a 10 is... I'm going to give you that you are going to delay for a turn. So, the Kieran is going to... What did you do to diffuse the situation?
Move between it and Amiri with my hands back up where it can see them and just trying to like use my smooth docile tones. All right there, now just calm. Be calm. It's misunderstanding.
Can you say one word
All
for
right.
me? Can you say
Sure.
the word sorry?
Sorry.
Okay, thanks. Sorry.
We're real sorry about that.
Okay, I'm going to give
Sorry.
it a delay, so it's not making up its mind. It's delaying whether or not it's making up its mind, because that wasn't a pass or a fail. It was exactly the middle, so I'm going to give you exactly some time. Runt, you're up next. You spooked it by trying to pet it on the head. And then your
I
friend
put
hit
my-
it with a witch bolt.
I put my hand up and moved towards, like, in between my friend who shot it with the witch bolt and trying to kind of, like, towards that side to block. And then just kind of, like, put my hand up again and try to calm it down.
Okay,
Just like-
animal handling, and do you have any good foods?
I have rations.
Okay, let's see how tasty those rations are as you hold out some food to it.
I'll hold out some food to it. Animal handling.
Kamari had a donut.
Yeah, it would have been a good time to take some not poisoned food from the train people.
4
4!
with a +3.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
You hand it raw
Oh,
meat.
Kira, bless it, keep us.
I have a +3.
I know, that's why I'm... Serious? Wait, did you roll a 1?
Yes.
You rolled a nat 1?
A
I
crit
rolled
fail.
a nat 1.
Oh no!
Oh no.
He holds raw meat out to this creature, and its eyes whiten as it looks at the raw meat, and it's like, what the heck? And it's going to attack you. Yeah, that'll make you have a +3 in animal handling, my friend. Okay, so I didn't do this to you all. You did this to you all, and it's going to attack.
It's gonna get hit by a witch bolt.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20. It's going to stomp Runt with its hooves. Runt. Let's see. It's going to kick you. It's going to make 2 attacks. One with its... Okay, got it. Hold on. I'm rolling some Kyrian stats now. This is a +3 to hit. Yeah, it hit. Got nat 20. Reach 5 feet. One target hit. 1d4 plus 1. So it's going to roll that dice. That's a 2. And then it's going to roll that dice again because it's a crit. That's a 4, so it's a 6. So +1 is 7 damage, Runt.
And on reaction to seeing that movement,
Hold
I
on.
had Witch Bolt ready.
Hold on. It's a multi-attacker. I just got to see if...
Runt is unconscious.
Runt is unconscious.
Oh no.
And then who else was near it?
Me.
Yeah, it's gonna
Moxie.
It's gonna try to hit Moxie. Moxie, it's gonna stomp you too with its hooves. That's a 4 and a 3. Okay, so it takes 7 damage.
Oh, what did it roll to hit me?
Oh, sorry. Oh gosh, a second 20.
Oh no.
All right.
so take 7 damage.
All right. Ow.
Friendship is magic, guys. Friendship is magic.
And then you offered the unicorn raw meat, the Kieran. Nat 1, seriously, on the animal handling. Okay, and now your reaction.
And then I rolled a 17
Yeah, you hit it.
for 8 damage.
Yep, it's looking pretty injured. Rose, it's your turn. You're off.
So I'm at the doorway by now? Or did you say it was
Yeah.
100, so I have one more round?
Well, if you were running, you do twice your movement. So yeah, you're at the doorway.
Okay, so I'm going to be at the doorway. I'm going to turn around. I think Kumar was coming toward me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm going to motion for him and try to maintain his safety while you guys duke it out with the unicorn.
Ooh, good bodyguard. Yes. All right, so I'm going to say that you're readying an action for threats to Kumar.
Yep.
Yes. All right, and Mary, it is your turn. You're
All
currently
right.
murdering a Kieran.
I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with another Witch Bolt because at this point it's going to attack.
Yeah, it's going to attack you guys. And
So.
Runt is down, so that's not good.
Mm.
Okay.
11.
That misses. That's not good. Next, it's Moxie's turn.
All right. Now, I really didn't want to have to do this, but,
Also, question, Moxie, how much HP do you have left after being hit for...
4.
You have 4 HP
Oh
left.
no.
Okay.
Yeah. So may the maimed god take you into his merciful arms, and I'm gonna try to hit it with my battle axe.
Lethal or non-lethal damage?
We'll go with non-lethal. I'll turn it to the side and try to concuss it into unconsciousness.
Okay.
That sounds good.
All right.
All right. I have rolled, and that's going to be a big 13.
13
Is
misses.
it 13?
Oh no.
That's not great.
With
No. Runt, it's your turn. You're unconscious.
To coin a phrase, we're committing horse brutality. Oh my god.
Go ahead and roll a death saving throw.
You could put that on our wiki as a quote.
I have some things I want to turn into t-shirts. I just need to write them down better.
Yeah.
I rolled another one.
Oh no.
What? Runt!
Yes.
Why are you trying to kill
hating-
Runt?
I'm not trying to kill Runt.
You're gonna need new characters soon. It's the
I'm
Kieran's
using a
turn.
dice roller program.
The Kieran's
Get
gonna
dice.
try to stomp on Moxie. Kieran rolls a
no.
13 to hit. Plus 3. 13 plus 3 is 16. Does it hit you?
it does not.
Ooh!
I block it with my shield.
The hooves go clump clump on the shield, and the Kieran does not hit you with the first attack, and then the second attack is a 14 plus 3, 17.
Still nothing.
Okay, clump clump.
Nothing but shield.
I guess clump. Space clump. Alright, Moxie survived the turn. Rose, it's your turn.
Alright, seeing that one totally missed and the other didn't have much effect either, and we've got one down, I'm going to kind of push him to the side and say, stay by this door and run through if that unicorn turns around. And then I'm going to run and leap for its back, which will probably take 2 turns given the distance.
It is 70 feet from you, so if you dash, you can make it 60. You're 10 feet away from it.
Okay,
Right.
so on the next turn...
I don't know your movement. Is your movement 30?
No, it's only 25, so it's going to take me...
Okay, so 50 feet. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And Mary, Rose is running in to help. She ran past you. What are you up to?
I'm gonna hit it with another witch bolt.
Okay.
21.
That hits.
For 10 damage.
That is more than 2 damage. Perfect. So it screams in pain again, and as it screams, its mouth changes to a human mouth, and it says, it screams, it goes, you are too eager for fighting!
I'm really not. You brought this on yourself.
And now its whole head, so picture like twig antlers coming out of a human head on a long neck on a horse body with horse legs, and it goes, I was not trying to fight you, you were trying to fight me.
I was not, I was defending him.
Oh, him, and it like hoof pokes the unconscious runt on the ground.
Yes, him. He is my friend, and I was just trying to defend him, and I did my best.
The wisps of cloud vapor that are rising off of his flank, curling around his body in tendrils, spread out into the room. Everybody, you're breathing, right?
Yeah.
As you breathe in, the mist enters your lungs, and you can't avoid it. Runt is breathing it in on the ground. Everybody's breathing in. It tastes wet and kind of like cotton candy. And it smells so strongly now because it's coming in through your nose and you can't get it out of your mouth. And just when you think the attack is going to kill you, you realize it's not an attack. It's how the clearing is checking your alignment. And everybody say your alignment?
Lawful good.
Good neutral.
Lawful neutral.
Neutral good. Meatbag.
Yeah, none of you are evil people. The mist retreats back towards the Kirin, and you can breathe clean air again. And he says, why are you so eager for fighting? You are not chaotic evil people.
We aren't.
And he kicks Runt, and Runt wakes up.
Well, I think there was just a bit of a misunderstanding and, maybe some body language, cultural crossover mismashiness.
Cultural difficulties. He chuckles, and Runt, you're now awake on the ground.
Runt does not make good first impressions.
Runt really doesn't. That's actually
it's
part
not
of
so much that he's eager for a battle. You see, Runt's more eager for a petting. He thought he wanted to get in there and get some noozles, I think.
Yeah, horses like to be petted, so I've heard. So I was just trying to pet you, you jerk.
Oh, he kicks you again and you're unconscious. And he's talking to the rest of you guys.
Could you maybe not keep doing that there? It's very aggressive of you to just keep petting him when he's down.
Okay, the mist pats Runt and he wakes up again.
Please stop doing that. It hurts.
He turns from a Kirin into a human. He's a human wearing a yellow, I guess, one piece? It's like a robe that goes from head to toe all the way out to the wrists and the ankles, and it's kind of like a dress on the bottom. It's got an orange sash, and it's folded in the front.
Picturing a unitard.
No, not a form-fitting one piece, like a robe. He's wearing a yellow robe.
I was thinking like a jumper, but yeah, I guess a robe works too.
I was thinking more like a romper, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. He's wearing a
bright yellow romper.
It's canary yellow, and he's pretty clearly human at this point, and you all can act without initiative. The battle's over. Yay, you survived.
I would like to point out that I killed a unicorn on my own. As a warlock.
I would like to point out I hurt very badly.
Runt, you're at 1 HP. Okay. Everyone else, he says, why are you here? I got the alarm that people were in the cave. Why have you come all of this way?
Oh, well, did you not hear our little friend when he was coming through? He was telling you all about his fiancée and the fabric and how he wanted to get her something real nice for the wedding.
He looks at
was telling
Kamar,
you that.
and Kamar is, like, behind. Kamar's over in the doorway, right? Like where Rose used to be. And Kamar's like, oh gosh, they're all looking at me.
Yeah, tell him about how much you love your fiancé there, Kamar.
I do love my fiance, Corey. She's the best. Corey OA. She really likes to make clothing. It's so beautiful. And it's kind of, fashionable, and he's so nervous. And
Yeah, you see, so it's a quest
It's really
on
sweet.
behalf of love is why we're here.
It's really sweet.
And really, is there a higher calling besides that of our good Lord Tyr?
Yeah.
And that of love.
the man scratches
Knocking
his
me
head.
unconscious is not required for this quest.
He reaches down and he pulls Runt up. And now, Runt, you stand way above him. He's much shorter than you. He says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Bugbear. I mistook the situation when the bugbear reached for my face."
I get that reaction very often. I am ugly. I understand.
Oh.
I'm going to pat Ron on the shoulder and be like, there, that's not fair. You are a beautiful soul, sir.
Ow, ow, ow.
He does have 1 HP. He's probably not.
I will gently rub his shoulder and say, you are a beautiful soul, sir. You don't let people make you feel bad about who you are.
Morale plus 1 HP.
Excuse me, Mr. Horseman. Do you have, bandages or something?
I might. I don't know why you're here, though, because we don't have any fabric.
Hey, Kamar, why don't you bring that book over here for just a second?
For some reason, it's in Rose's possession, and she reaches into her bag.
Oh, it's... Sure, yeah, whoever has it there is fine.
I was gonna say, yeah, I pull it out and show the page.
Okay. Yeah, Rose hands the book to the man, and he says, "What's your name?"
What's whose name?
He asks Rose what her name is.
My name is Rose.
Rose. I'm Bernie.
Death dealer, I whisper under my breath.
It's like the nickname that everyone, you hope everyone calls you, but no one actually does. Death Dealer Rose. Okay. What is this book?
I don't know, it's his. And I just point to him and kind of try to hide, because I don't like to be seen or known.
Okay. And he goes, "And you are?" And Kamar goes, "I'm Kamar. I'm on a quest for fabric for my fiance, Corey, away. They make really good robes." Ah.
This.
So everybody please roll a persuasion check. Let's see what you get from him. I'm gonna put this stat down.
Oh, watch this be a 20.
15.
19
12.
minus 2.
Dirty 20.
So everyone but Emery rolled pretty high. I'm going to say that you guys have convinced this man that for some reason you're after fabric in this cave. And he says, why are you after fabric, though? Because this is a cave? We don't have any. Oh. And then he realizes, and he looks at the year of the book's publication. He goes, "Oh, it all makes sense. Yes. Okay. Well, as long as you promise not to fight anybody else or, ask for permission before you try to stick your hand in their face, I guess I can show you. You have come all this way. I'm going to keep this book, though." And he puts the book in his robe next to his heart. And he says, "Okay, but now that there's not any more of you coming, we don't like our secrets to get out, but..." And he walks the 100 feet over to the doorway, where you can see the doorway doesn't go anywhere. It just goes into the rock. And he walks up to that rock, and he reaches out a hand, and as if pulling back a curtain, pulls back the rock wall to show... And now I'm going to read you a thing.
Well, that's a handy little trick.
Okay. You are up high and can see far into the distance. Across the green tree-filled valley, mountains rise into the sky, into the clouds. Jutting out from the left ridge of mountains, one is ringed with vertical, pumpkin-colored stones. The stones have been intricately carved into a series of buildings forming a complex, high above the jungle. Arches, doors, windows, courtyards, and square buildings are inside the walls. In the middle of the complex, a round tower rises above the others. Its roof is crinkly like a pie edge.
Well, ain't that a sight?
Where is that then, there? I don't think I know that place.
You're not supposed to know this place. I don't know why this book exists, but I am keeping it now.
So, what's this pumpkin pie village got to do with the fabric now?
Oh,
I think I'm missing a...
I did say the words pumpkin and pie edge. Okay, sure. Well, we're a priesthood, and this I will show you. Come. You've earned an explanation. I will show you. And he snaps his fingers, and a cloud separates from all the rest. It looks kind of cotton candy like. And it comes over to you guys. It's resting in front of the drop-off, so you can step onto the cloud if you dare. And he steps onto it and turns around and says, "Follow me."
I follow.
I'm gonna step on.
I'm gonna try to pickpocket the book out of his robes while I get onto the cloud.
Stealth check.
All right, Kamar, you might want to hop in here.
21.
He rolled a 2. You got the book.
Are you sure you're lawful?
Can I do a perception?
Ah, gotcha.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Oh, 19. Plus 3, so 22.
You see it.
I shoot her a knowing look.
Does anyone else see it?
No, I rolled. I did not.
Nope, I did not.
I am coaxing Kamar right now.
Kamar steps onto the cloud. He's not sure. He's been through a lot today. He's not sure how much else he can take. He's not really taking in the sights so much as he is trying not to fall off the cloud.
I'm gonna turn to the unicorn priest and be like, "Wow, this is a fancy trick. You gotta teach me this."
I gingerly get on the cloud because I don't know if it could support my weight.
It sinks by an inch when you step on it, but it's fine.
I'm kind of a spellcaster, so this would be pretty cool to know.
Oh, we're not spellcasters. We're priests. We worship our god here.
Oh, which god do you worship?
I will show you my god.
Oh, wow. Now that's an intriguing notion.
Why does your...
And then maybe you will worship him too.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty stuck on Tyr. He's pretty
Scared
great.
Look.
Can I learn to do this? I mean, that might be a little worth it.
You're all in the cloud, right? You're going with?
I have a question, Mr. Cloud Horseman.
Bernie Robbins.
Bernie. I am runt and I am in pain. But why does a book about fabric talk so much about virtues?
You will see. Are you all on the cloud?
Is it a Bible?
It's kind of thick enough to be a Bible, but it's not a Bible.
On him saying, "I will see," I just start looking around.
Okay.
And just do a passive perception check of 13 and start looking intently at things randomly.
You see things randomly. There's a jungle beneath your feet. There's mountains on the other side of this valley. It looks like this valley would be very difficult to find if you weren't looking specifically for it. And if you didn't go through the mountain, if you went on top of the mountain and down beneath it, it would be very difficult to find this. It's hardly open to the sky, so you'd miss it if, for example, there were clouds over top of it like there are. It's very hidden.
He's essentially I might as well have a magnifying glass looking at the dumbest things possible.
Sure.
Sort of thing. That's how intent.
Like a leaf.
Yeah. You see a jungle spread out before you. You see the complex. Mm-hmm.
So, do we need to give this thing a push, or do you just sort of...
You just have to stop asking questions long enough for it to take off. That's all. Okay, so it takes off. The cloud leaves from the end of the tunnel, and you can see that that's how he came here, is that he clearly rode from the complex to this place once the alarm went off. That was a little homage to Lost. Nobody understood. We ride along the cloud. It's very far below you all, and who's afraid of heights?
I
Me?
think I'm pretty good.
I'll say me.
Mary's not having the best of times. Kamar is not having the best of times. But the cloud lands, picture like Machu Picchu, where it's really tall and only level for like a few feet at a time. And if you were to stumble, you would die. You would
I'm gonna
just
kind of
roll
like grab
and
onto
run.
Moxie and be like, save me.
Yeah, you just hang on to me. Everything will be just fine.
And that is where the
I'll pat
cloud
her.
touches down into the courtyard, which is, again, very narrow. And llamas would be quite at home here because it is an extremely, like, high up, brick crafted, grass topped place, terraced with, like, there is that one tower that inside buildings, it seems, anyone who's afraid of heights might find themselves more comfortable inside the buildings. And there are quite a lot of the buildings. And that's where you are. And he says, please follow me.
Well, all right then. Lead the way there, sir.
Yeah, thank you for letting us get off this. That was pretty bad.
Oh,
Do we see? Are there?
it's not
and
as bad
do we
when you
see?
have wings.
Do we see any other people? Any other humanoids or anything like that in the distance?
No, you're walking up to buildings, though. So as Bernie
Okay.
takes you up, and he's going to take you up to these big wooden doors in one of the buildings at the top of stairs. And you're walking upstairs to the wooden doors, and he pushes open the wooden door, and it creaks and slowly opens. The inside is dark. You step inside, and there's a bunch of people in there, all wearing the same yellow robes. One pieces. I don't know. Whatever. So,
Can I get one?
who are you asking?
Forget
Bernie?
his name. Bernie, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he says, "Oh, would you like to join us? I mean, you have completed the entrance exam, so yes, you are welcome to join our order. All who pass through the cave may join us. So yes, if you would like to be one of our order, you can.
What would that entail?
I will show you." And so he's going to introduce you to his friends. Everybody's like, "Whoa, new members! This is awesome." Bernie says, "Yeah, they did attack me a little bit." The other members say, "Oh, Fred did that. Yeah, but he's still cool." You were not supposed to attack the Kieran. Yeah. And everybody greets you. You get pats on the shoulders. You're like, "Hey, good job making it through the challenges." Yeah. Oh, that waterfall was great, right? Wasn't it the best part? The waterfall was the best part.
Oh, I did enjoy that waterfall. Very refreshing. It was delightful, really. But I don't know that I'm really like here to be like joining your club thing here, though. Although I do dig the yellow duds. Those are pretty nice.
I appreciate the offer, but I have a path that I must follow, and it does not diverge with you.
What about just like a shirt? Can we just get like just a shirt from you guys without having to join up? Does it have to?
Oh, only members of our order can wear the sacred clothing?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be pretty interested. It would all depend what it entails, because I don't think...
Why don't you meet our god? And then we can introduce you and you can see how you feel.
I don't think
And the babies are hatching soon.
Babies?
Yes, the babies.
Wait.
The babies are hatching.
Yes, the baby god.
Hatching?
Yeah.
Baby
The
gods.
children of the Lord.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. Right. Well,
But-
They're
Kamar,
so
I think
cute.
we
Oh,
found...
come with us. Come with us. We'll give you a razor blade. You can help. Okay, come on.
what am I doing with the razor blade?
I'm gonna
What was that about Razorblade?
whisper in his ear. Can you sniff and tell me if you smell lizard?
The
Hey,
whole
Kamar, I feel like maybe your hunt for some fabric might be about at its end. So, you about ready to head home there, buddy?
Kamar is like, I came here for my soon-to-be wife's well-being. I'm not leaving without that fabric.
I rolled a 19 to smell lizard things, I guess.
Yeah, you smell scales
Do I get a direction or just general scale?
everywhere.
How would...
Everywhere?
Everywhere. Okay,
How
all
would
right.
it-
So the whole crowd is
Okay.
pushing you through and pushing you. Oh, come, the babies. The babies. It's so cute. And they're taking you. Is everyone following? What are you all doing?
Yeah,
As we're
it's
getting
babies.
pushed, I'm just
I'm
gonna
there.
I'm gonna whisper. I smell scales everywhere.
So, Kamar, I think you're going to have to join these people if you're going to want some of that fabric, and I'm not sure they'll let you go back to your fiance, especially when their babies hatch, Kamar. I don't know if you caught, they're going to hatch, and there was something about razor blades, but babies don't typically hatch.
Kamar's following along. He's in it to win it. He's going. And you all are heading along. Okay, so you're walking through these. The stones are pumpkin colored. Oh.
Hiding. Runt is hiding among the people, hiding very, very hidden. One of Lightfoot traits is that I can hide within the people.
Oh, Rose.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Sorry,
Okay.
Rose, not Rose.
Oh.
Whoa, sorry.
I was picturing a bugbear hiding. Okay.
Yeah. It's just him sitting down with his hands over his eyes.
You can't see me. Okay, so she's acquired a yellow cloak and she's just one of them? Okay, got it.
I'm fine with
Okay,
that.
so the whole group is moving along. They I guess if it's a trait, I can't have them see you. So they're pushing. Everyone's going to see the babies. Oh, it's so exciting! And they're going to take you. Would this be up or just straight? It's going to straight. And you walk down this hallway that has no windows, just holes in the hallway, and you can see out. You're above the clouds, and there's a long distance below the clouds until the ground, Machu Picchu style. And you're walking through this corridor, and it's quite a little chilly at this height, but then you walk through a doorway, and this room is very hot. It is like body temperature. It's dry. It's very dry up here, way above the clouds, in its own little environment. And there's cabinets, lots and lots of cabinets, and they're all so excited, and they're like walking over to the cabinets, and they're like pulling out, and there's these like stacks, like the cabinets are open, and there's level, like bunches of levels that are only like maybe 6 inches from one another, and these trays, and they're pulling out these trays that have these boxes. A person, Bernie, comes towards you and holds out, and he says, come on, and hands you, some people are pressing a razor blade into your hand. They're like, come on, we'll show you. And it's got a date written on the wooden box, and he opens up the tray, and it's a bunch of dried clay with 12 eggs, white eggs, the size of your fist on this dried clay. And he says, look, you have to... And he picks up one of the eggs in his hands, and he says, this date is due to hatch today. Let's help them out of their eggs. So he picks up the egg, and he holds the razor blade, and he shows you, now, if you cut at the top, that's where the air bubble is, and you won't hurt what's inside. He shows you how to cut a slit, and there's, when he cuts the slit, immediately it looks like egg white coming out of it. It's just like oozing out of it. And then the slit is cut, and you can see kind of into it, but you can't. He sets the egg down. He's like, okay, do you want to try?
Sure.
Yeah.
I just look
sure.
down at my hands and go, no.
Yeah, maybe
and
not
hold
you.
my hands to him.
Maybe not you. You're not good at animal handling today. So.
I do want to use my divine sense.
Okay. Tell me what that does.
It says, as an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. So we'll say this only lasts 6 seconds. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
In front of you are 12 celestial, lawful good beings inside eggs.
Okay, I feel better about that, and I will help.
Okay, you take an egg and you're holding a razor blade. Now, what do you do with it exactly?
Vera, I'm gonna look at Bernie and go right at the top, like right here.
Yes, right at the top, just about 1 inch to 2 inches long.
All right.
Don't go inside.
This is not
Okay,
going to
so-
end well.
I'm gonna very carefully following his instructions and looking at him continue. Keep checking in with him like this, like just doing like. All right.
Roll for animal handling or some other skill.
That is a 13 plus 4, so 17.
17. As you cut the slit, egg white oozes out. There's first nothing, and then as you continue to hold it in your hand, bubbles.
Oh,
Bubbles. And then a little head peeks out, and it has a little tongue. Flick, 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 flick. And then the head goes back in, and then there's bubbles. And he goes, good
Alright.
job, and he takes the egg from you, and he puts it back in. Good job! You hatched one of the babies. It'll be easier for them to get out of their egg.
all right then. Well,
Perception check, everybody. Passive perception check, because you held one of the eggs.
So perception for everyone else.
Passive
Oh,
perception.
passive.
Anyone touching the eggs? Anyone willing to pick them up?
Passive is 13.
I'm not willing to pick it up. I'm not.
okay,
touching
well, then I got a 12 as my passive.
No, you picked it up. You actively
Okay.
touched it. Yeah, you can
Okay.
roll.
Yeah,
And you
I
can
was
roll
gonna-
with advantage, because you touched it.
I was going to pick it up, too.
Okay.
I'm poking at it, but I didn't pick it up, so I'm probably going with a 11.
Okay.
I've heard enough animals
So with-
today.
Ooh, that's still
Well, I got a 9.
14.
With advantage?
Yeah. Just 2 low rolls.
Okay. Well, the 14 can tell the eggs are soft.
Don't you close.
I mean, I guess passively I would know.
Oh, okay. The eggs feel very soft. So he takes
Oh.
the baby back from you and he puts it in the tray and he says, "We grow these with our love, our purity, our abstinence, and our devotion, and our vow of poverty. And we take really good care of these babies and we wish them the best, and it helps them survive in this world that is sometimes too dark for its own good." And he pushes the tray back into the humidity chamber and heat chamber, and he keeps it dry and hot, and he takes out another tray and he says, "Do you want to see some that hatched yesterday? They should be out of their eggs now."
Yeah, sure. Let's see
Puts
what
the wooden
these
tray
little-
on the ground. The whole group is crowding around. They're like, "Baby gods, baby gods." You can see a bunch, and he takes the lid off. There's 12 evenly spaced eggs, and then in one corner, all grouping together, is a bunch of snakes, and they all have like little feathers, little wings,
Aw,
little
well,
feathered wings.
Look at. It's not exactly what I thought a god baby would look like, but yep, there they are, just as cute and little as they can be.
They're brimming with celestial energy,
Yeah, it's a
and they flick their tongue out, and they flick their tongue out, and they flick their tongue out. He puts down his hand and he waits, and one crawls onto his hand and he holds it up to his face and he goes, "Look at how cute you are!" And he does baby talk to the little feathered snake, the little winged snake, and he goes, "You're such a good baby, Quaddle. You're gonna be so big and strong one day. You're gonna be a force for good in the world. We'll protect you."
Can I do a religion check to see if I know Kuato is as a god?
Absolutely.
Well, it's not going to help, and I have a -1 intelligence. But
I
That'll
got a
do it.
religion check.
You're not sure. You
I
know your
rolled
god
a
really well.
12.
Yeah.
What?
I rolled a 12.
You're not sure. I don't know. This could be a god. It feels real celestial.
well. I certainly don't have a problem with this
So how would,
way of living.
how
It
would
seems
this
okay.
react with a pact?
They're gods. They're not demons. Miss Warlock.
You can make a celestial
How
pact.
would that?
Okay, well then, like any other god.
Oh no, I'm otherworldly. It's chaos.
Okay.
Celestial.
Okay, and Kamar is gonna look at those eggs and is gonna say, "What do you guys do with the eggs when you're done with them?" And Bernie says, "Oh, we just recycle them, make them into compost, you know."
Yeah, eggshells are really good for plants. I remember that.
They're not shells. If you remember back,
That's right. They're soft.
they're so soft
Where,
and fibrous,
Like
like cotton
Where?
balls.
Oh.
there
So-
are a lot of babies. Where do
Well,
they
maybe-
all go?
They fly into the clouds, and then we help the world get a little gooder.
All right. Well, Kumar, maybe could we maybe have some of the leftover shell stuff to make some fabric-y stuff with that? Seems like it could be a thing.
Persuasion check.
Oh, that's a 5, man.
I'm
I
not
guess
sure
I used
what
all my
you're-
good rolls earlier.
I'm not sure what you're asking. Why do you want their shells? They're like, and you're looking down at these like soaked cotton ball looking things, and he says, "Really?" And he hands you a soaking wet cotton ball. Go ahead and do a persuasion check. Rose?
15.
All right, sell me that soaking wet cotton ball.
Well, first of all, I'm guessing that they're from gods, so I'm guessing that there's some other properties to these that will bless your home going forward with your new wife. And not only that, but you never know but that you can create something. Your wife is very creative, you said, or your fiance. So she would probably love the opportunity to use something that no one else in the world has the opportunity to use.
Yeah. Kamar looks at the wet cotton balls in your hand and he goes, yeah, we could make fabric out of this. And they're from gods. And Bernie goes, oh yes, the best god. The goodest good god. Alright, Runt, go ahead and try to convince these people to give you their soaking wet cotton balls.
I will not.
I'm gonna roll at first, and that'll inform my lovely decision. Oh,
Well, try your best and let's see if it passes.
Charisma is not good anyways. I get a -2 and I roll a 5, so 3.
So Runt starts nomming on them and is like, they're not good food.
Exactly. How'd you know I was gonna go there?
Because you've been putting everything in your mouth this episode. Except for what is food.
Runt's in the oral phase of development.
Okay, next
Everything
up.
goes in the mouth.
It hinges on you. What are you going to do? We've got 2 fails. We need 2 passes, and Kamar is going to add a pass. So if you pass, and Mary, then this will pass.
We'll pass, or what is this?
You gotta
Persuasion.
convince them somehow to give you these discarded egg cocoons.
So yeah, roll the 17, persuasion plus 2. 19?
Yes! What do you say?
So we're trying to persuade him to give him the eggs.
Bernie, yeah.
So, before I answer that, how would a... Because I was trying to read up on this real quick, and I can't find anything. Would you be able to have a religion and a pact with a...
With a demon?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with a no there if your pact is with the demon, because they hate gods.
And your god wouldn't be too pleased about that either.
They're jealous creatures.
Right.
Gods are very jealous.
So what do you say to Bernie to convince him to give you these egg cocoons?
So, I'm going to look at him and say, well, Bernie, we passed all your trials.
Ooh, good point.
We're here.
You are worthy, he says.
We are very worthy of this. We should... it's just a shell. You're going to turn it into compost anyway, so why couldn't we take it?
Why couldn't you? Indeed, you are worthy. Well, the gods decided, not me, so really, yes, worthy ones, you may have these egg cocoons. And Kamar's going to go whoop whoop, and and he's going to say, I'm going to spin them into silk for my wife. And then we'll make gold. All right. Success, victory, woo! Everybody, good job. All right, and that concludes our story. Kamar is going to be loaded up with, I guess, you're all going to have baskets that go on your back full of these egg cases. And this will be, it was the gods' decision, right? You were found worthy. So that's what you came here for. The gods didn't want their egg cocoons to be compost. They wanted them to become the finest clothing in all the land. And you all ride the cloud back out to the cave, make your way back out through the cave, you know how. And now,
Wait, pause.
now that he knows how.
As soon as we get back to the cave, I'm going to turn around and pull out the book and say, being in the presence of deity has convinced me that this is better in your hands than in mine. I'm sorry for taking this from you. Please accept it back with my apologies.
Bernie nods wisely and says, you are truly worthy, and accepts the book back from you. Okay, and you all make it back to the outside of the cave. You're now back in Mishui, and I'm just going to wrap things up that now you've established a connection between Bernie and the Coatl worshippers, and Kamar, the farmer. Now they've got a source for egg cocoon cases that they're going to weave into silk, and his wife will have the best fabric in all of the land. By the way, silk, very soft. And maybe this will have just a little remnant of the gods about it. Just be the best fabric ever. You make your way back to the inn, and Kamar, having split ways with you left the baskets on his porch. His parents were shocked. They're like, oh, it was successful then. and you all say, yeah, very successful. Kamar's like, look at all of these baskets of cocoons, and they said I can come back every 3 months and get this many baskets. And then you walk back into the guild.
The money that he was gonna pay, I would tell him to keep it and use it as a startup.
So that was 25 gold. He's going to keep it, which means the rest of you get 25 gold each, and he keeps 25. And Mary's so good. And he says, thank you.
The first thing I'm going to do is when we get into the fire-breathing kittens, I'm going to get drunk and immediately talk about how there is a winged snake worshipping temple in the mountains.
Don't do that.
And they're very quickly.
But they're really nice.
He's got 1 HP. That's not hard.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this adventure. Joining us this time were Moxie.
Until next time.
Rose.
That was sheer fun, wasn't it?
And Mary.
Well, catch y'all later.
And Runt.
Runt hurts. He might take a hot bath 2 in 1 day. Wow.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh,
Bye-bye.
Oh. I was going to say we have a review.
Crap. Whoops. Is everybody recording?
I am.
Okay. Perfect. You're fine. No, you're fine. Yeah, please start
I
recording
am
again.
still recording.
Okay.
Wrong person. Dang it.
I didn't stop yet.
All right, then. Yeah, okay, here we go. Sorry. There was a cat in the room. It threw me off.
Thank you, everyone who's leaving us reviews on iTunes. Leaving us reviews on iTunes is the best way to help us grow, because iTunes reviews are what other podcast companies use to recommend podcasts to more people. And they also help assure people who are finding our show for the first time that we're fun. So, Mary's going to read one of the reviews left recently. Thank you.
This is from Alley Gal. Says, fun times. I have been listening to the fire-breathing kittens for a bit now, and they have had some fun and creative adventures with some really fun characters.
Thank you, everybody. Please leave us a review on iTunes. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. You can find more adventures on Amazon.com in the bookstore Fire Breathing Kittens, all one word, podcast. We also have official merchandise on Redbubble.com. Go to Redbubble.com and search for works from your favorite characters such as Frath, Amonist, Azreen, and more.